Wow, back after a year. Hey, I wasn't expecting it to be this long, but I'm back, guys.
Due to
Jesus, I bet
technical
you was.
issues,
Huh?
due to technical issues, Ryan shoved his phone
No,
up his ass.
no, no. To be honest, there have been technical issues for why I haven't actually been able to go live sooner. But the last year, just too much of just too much going on. I obviously, like all you guys know, it's not whoever's been watching the vlogs know exactly that's still going. It's just because I've had technical issues. Then I've had my cat give birth. So yeah, so I've not really had a lot of time to do a lot. But anyway, we're back now. Um, how are you, Darren?
Eh, Tottenham, same old shit, different day. Can't really get to the bottom of it. Every year lied to in the transfer market, so I don't even bother watching fucking transfers coming in anymore. I
Yeah,
mean, I mean
true.
Archie Gray, Bergveld, they're going to be great players down the line, but we need players for the now. We have no
Yeah,
backup if Van der Ven or Romero really get injured. Okay, we've got Dragusin, but as you saw from the other day, any ball over the top of Dragusin, he hasn't got the pace to recover to grab it.
yeah,
Um,
that's
no,
true.
no cover at left back. Jed Spence dropped again. I mean, it's all going all crazy, isn't it? And Jed Spence comes back, his redemption arc.
Don't.
Yeah, redemption arc. More like the
No,
arcs over McDonald's.
yeah, but nah. Um, right. So let's start with the Leicester game, shall we, and get that um out of the way, shall we, for starters? Um, just well, Jesus, it was just poor, weren't it? When you look at it.
Well, no, we were in control of the game. Romero switched off. Vardy scores a goal, and then shithousery award goes to Vardy. I love it. Yeah, fucking get that guy on our team. At least he knows where the net is.
Yeah, like nah, but I mean, when you look back at it, like realistically, shouldn't have switched off. We shouldn't have switched. We shouldn't have switched off when we did.
Oh, the basics
It
of
was,
defense.
but
Where's,
then saying
where's the
that though,
line coming
Richarlison.
out? The line coming out from defence, they should have pushed out a bit quicker. Would have put Vardy offside.
Yeah,
Half a
that's
step
true. But
towards, half a step towards Vardy. Vardy doesn't score. Simple, basic defending. There's nothing
yeah,
Zachary
that's
can do
true.
about shit defending in front of him if it's not working.
Yeah, but then you can also blame Richarlison as well, can't you, for missing that late header
Uh,
as
let's
well.
not talk about the pigeon, shall we? More like pigeon shit. Then we go and sign big one good season Dominic Solanke. One good
Oh,
season,
don't.
65 million. And where's he been the last two matches? Fucking on the injury bench with our dodgy medical team again. I
You
mean,
couldn't make it up, really.
well,
You
when
really couldn't make it up.
just put Will Lancashire in, you know. Kane got his start at 2021. Why not shove Will in there at 19, man? Seems like we're playing with a bunch of kids. Like do the Man United, mate. They said you couldn't win nothing with kids back then for them. Why not chuck
Yeah,
in the youngsters, you know? Just fucking bin off everyone and just play the youth team.
well, yeah. I mean, against someone like Leicester, we should be beating them though. It doesn't
You're not
matter
you're
what
not
you do.
entitled to beat a team as if your team turns up to play the game. We turned up for the first 60 some odd minutes, playing rather pretty nice, pretty quick football. And just one moment of fucking Romero's concentration comes into lapse again. I mean, the guy's a quality defender, but again, he cost us points by switching off at the wrong time. Van der Ven in that match, what a player. And then we could say
Yeah,
that
but you've
again
got to be
for
careful when you say quality and world class because yes, he's a quality player, but people would like to use the world class with Romero. And to be honest, it's ridiculous calling him world class.
it's early doors for him, mate. I mean, that's what they said about Maldini for quite a long time. Then Maldini became world class. You got to give Romero that time to grow a bit more. He's only 26. But then defenders should be coming into their prime around 25 to 30. So time will tell. Van der Ven, if we
Mickey's
get
still
enough,
young.
Mickey's still young, but he's going to be world class, no doubt. But his pace,
See, this is what
pressing.
I hate, right? This is what I hate. People using world class when they're not. He's good. He's good.
Van der Ven's fucking up there, mate, compared to most of the other players in the league.
He's still good. He's not world class.
He's going to be world class, trust me.
What he's got, look.
You're saying he's not world class, but he's already got world class pace, reading, understanding of a game at 21.
But he's not world class. Would he get into the? All right. Well, we'll get onto the into that part of the we'll come back to that conversation after, because it actually leads into the because what it will lead into what I was about to say will lead into this weekend. But first of all, Everton, it was just
we beat a piss poor Everton team. Simple.
It was basic. It was just a basic, easy Everton team.
Everton has shagged more ways than a fucking prostitute at the moment. Potential FFP breaches, but then again, I see smaller teams getting hit quicker than a prostitute could take a knickers off. We
yeah,
talk about those 115 counts at Man City, or the 200 players at Chelsea have signed over 20 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, but then
let's not talk about the 200 plus players Chelsea have gone through. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I mean, and then you look at like how we just rolled over Everton. Everyone was saying, "Oh, but then this was a masterclass for Mange." No, it wasn't. It's just because it was an absolute poor Everton team.
It was a piss poor Everton team we beat. No doubt about it. The manager, I want to give him more time, but tactically inept, doesn't adapt his tactics to fit the system or the players that he has. Thinks he can play the same tactics that has got him success in pretty much piss poor leagues. Fuck, yeah. You could take a Sunday League team up to Scotland, they'll probably win the fucking league, to be honest with you.
Well, with his tactics, yeah, you probably could.
Yeah,
you probably could.
I mean, then you get the whole, I've just been back. What a great transfer window. Great transfer window for the outgoings, incomings. I'm sitting there scratching my head.
Now,
Archie Gray, quality. Bergveld, quality. Like Dominic Solanke, why?
I said this on. I hope I don't. Hope this person doesn't actually think that I'm trying to have a go at them about this, because I'm not. But I said this on Sava's show that it wasn't even a 1 out of 10. It's only a 1 out of 10, if that. Window.
Push
literally
4.75 for the players. I mean, young players are great that we brought in. They're going to be good in the future. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, forget about Odebear as well. Odebear, he just reminds me of Aaron Lennon. Can run, no end product.
Yeah, but then he's only 19. He can bring end product into his game. There's a difference.
Yeah, but Aaron Lennon was the same. Everybody boosted him up when we got him.
Yeah.
4 years of the same shit, running down the wing and doing nothing. Okay.
Yeah, but at least over there does try and take his man on. Look, let's not be silly. Lennon wouldn't ever have tried to take his man on, whereas over there does.
Odebear's the only attacking midfielder that in our team that would do that. Timo tries it and then loses the ball 90%.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but then when you see the like I was saying though with the Everton, it was absolutely obvious that we were going to beat Everton anyway. It was obvious, 110%. It was obvious. There was no doubt about saying whether we were going to beat whether we were going to win or not. It was just by how many we were going to win by.
Well, you could have added another 5-6 on that. People still wouldn't have thought it was a scoreline. Everton are piss poor. I feel sorry for Pickford. England's #1, stuck in a team with no ambition now. The only team in top flight history that hasn't been relegated from top flight football is soon to be getting relegated. I feel sorry for Everton fans. I really do feel for them because, it used to be one uniform. No, I feel sorry for Everton in that sense of the fact that FFP screwed them. players that they brought in aren't really of quality to play in the Premier League. We could say that about other players in the division as well, but their scouting network's rather shot. Everything's rather shot from their end.
A bit like our scouting then.
But then you look at our team, we've got on paper pretty strong going forward, attacking, everything like that. Then what's there to back up with?
Hang on, but then hang on. Let's get this straight then, yeah, right? You're saying that our front line's stronger than our defence. Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying that it's better than what it was last year. In some sense, it's not great. Bringing Timo Werner back in on loan, what a joke. Did hardly anything last season. Brendan Johnson, fuck him out the door. Had enough of him. Oh, he played so well coming off the bench. Fucking hell. But anyone that's sat on the bench for 60 minutes is easily going to be able to run at the fucking defenders because the poor bastards are tired. Like, come on.
Yeah, but the thing is, right, and this is the thing. People start to say, well, it was the same forward line that we had last season. Now, how has it improved? And don't use Dominic Solanke because he hasn't improved that front line in any way, shape, or form.
Don't worry, I'm just talking to my cousin. My cousin's having a bit of a weird day. Dominic Solanke, one good season. How many clubs he's had? He's 26. One good season. How many years being a professional? One good season. Didn't even do that great in Holland. Hasn't really done much in England.
Well, but then come on, Holland's, like I said, in the Eredivisie, it's a whole easier ball game.
Well, yeah, of course it's easier, but then he still didn't do well out there, did he? So then they shipped him out. All right, the top clubs that he's been at: Liverpool, Chelsea. Is it Liverpool, Chelsea? Chelsea had him. Chelsea binned him off. Didn't do nothing. But then you look at the players at Chelsea. Look at the players at Chelsea have binned off before in the past. So we won't go into the top cut. Like Kevin De Bruyne, they binned him off. Salah, they binned him off. But what's our scouting team doing? If we're going on data analytics, look properly. He's had one good season. Dom, one good season, Solanke, I call him, and we paid 65 million for a guy that scored 19 goals in what? How many seasons in the Premier League now? He's had his chances, not taken it. I just see it as another player brought for Ange to try and make work, to try and sell on for a profit. Again, I blame most of this down on our owners. They have no ambition, no balls. They're just more interested in charging us, the world, to go and fucking watch our team. Our shirts are the most expensive in the league. Our merchandise is probably some of the most expensive in the league as well, comparing that. I was jokingly the other day looking around to get myself a Tottenham Cup. 25 quid for a Tottenham Cup.
Hey, do you know what? It's the only trophy we'll be winning this season.
I could go to the Brighton store just over the road from me, or just down the road, and I could get 2 cups and a scarf for 25 quid at Brighton. You know what I mean? I mean, my local team's still doing it right, and I don't get it. If we're supposed to be so on the side of data analytics now, they're not exactly finding the players that we need. There are so many good players out there we could have pulled the plug on. Eze, 65 million release clause, but he spent 65 million on fucking Dominic Solanke. I would have pulled the trigger on Eze, got him out of Palace quicker than you can say my name. I would have done that. I would have gone for Guehi just to piss Newcastle off. I mean, we're supposed to be the 7th richest club in Europe. General turnover, what we do in our stadium. Our stadium is getting used for NFL, which I'm a huge NFL fan. So every year I get to go up and watch some NFL on a little bit of a cheaper ticket than what a fucking Tottenham ticket would cost you. Stupid concerts for people I've never fucking heard of before in my life. Boxing, love boxing. But I mean,
don't forget the go-kart track as well now.
Oh yeah, the Mario Kart track. I forgot about that.
The F1 track.
The F1 track under the stadium. Oh man, that must be sweaty down there, isn't it? No real air conditioning. I'm just waiting for the like, stag doos to turn up dressed up as Mario and Yoshi and them just throwing bananas at each other.
Or water bottles, whichever way you want to look at it.
I won't talk about the last stag do I was on what we did go-karting. We were all too pissed out of our heads to go around the track the right way.
But then, I suppose that's what it is. But no, but with all seriousness, though, that it was just too easy. It was like cutting
A knife cutting through butter.
That's it. And then we put in 2 weeks ago. We put in a dismal performance against Newcastle in that second half.
I don't understand what happens to us. It's like we go ahead by playing poorly, or we go ahead playing fantastically. It's literally we are the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde of fucking football at the moment. It's fucking pathetic. Mind my language, but these guys are getting paid how many sums of money a week, 100, 200 grand a week to be professionals, and yet they can't be professional enough to turn up and actually put in a good performance. The tactics are wrong. Basuma should have had a longer suspension. Sorry, but you can't go around doing something that's illegal and only getting a tap on the wrist. I mean, he turned up and played really well against Everton with the goal of the season for him. It's probably about the only time you'll see Basuma score this year. I just don't get our tactical setup. It needs to be addressed. You can't have fullback.
I honestly think that Archie Gray should have started against Everton, to be honest. But that's my personal opinion. And Newcastle as well. I think he should have started. But
he had an absolute blinder when he did play, and now he's stuck on the bench. It's like, why pay 40, 45, 50 million for a young kid, shove him on the bench, or stick him in the reserve team? That's what'll happen to the poor kid. Outgoings this year, happy with the outgoings. A lot of Deadwood gone.
Mean,
there's still a few holding on to a paycheck here at Tottenham, like regularly on. But like, I feel sorry for Reggie as well. He's had managers come in and not believed in him, whereas a few years ago he was touted as the next best left back going. But then that was for playing a 4-4-2, not inverted, not extroverted, not introverted, nothing like that. It was supposed to be a basic left back that could cross the ball.
Yeah.
And his stats in Spain don't lie. So a good player that's had pretty much a hard time with it. Then he went on loan to Spain, and then had that injury that kept him out for most of the season. So yeah, I feel sorry for Reggie though. He's not a bad player, and people are overlooking the fact that he is a good player and he could play this system as a backup to Udogie, but not been selected in the first team, not been selected in Europe. 4 goalkeepers in Europe. 2 of the goalkeepers have never played a professional minute for Tottenham ever. So I know you got to meet the quota of homegrown talent or homegrown at club players that have been through your ranks. It's the only reason why some of these players have been kept the belt.
Yeah. Guess it is what it is. But anyway, moving on. North London derby this weekend. Oh, don't. Just don't.
No Rice, and they've got an injury crisis. So not bad. We could take a point. If Brighton could take a point, I'm sure we can.
Just don't. I don't. Honestly, right. I'm gonna go both ways with this. I'm gonna have my realistic hat on, and then I'm gonna have and I'm gonna have my Tottenham hat on, not at the same time. So let's start with my Tottenham hat. Let's put it on. Is it really going to be the way that most people would want it to go and be a win? If you want my Tottenham hat on to give you a prediction on that, then 2-1. But
we always want to beat the filth.
But my realistic hat's about to come on now, and I honestly don't think we're going to win.
I'd be happy with a draw from the game. I'm not.
I don't
not after a win. I just want us to sit. I just want us to be tight at the back.
That we won't be.
Not let them through, I mean, if Havertz scores past us, that'll be a kick in my teeth because of taking him out my dream team. So yeah, took
Well, it
Havertz out
wouldn't
my
be for
dream
me
team.
because I think I might actually still have him in my foot fantasy. Actually, let me have a quick
I've got no
check.
Haaland in my fantasy football team. My forwards are pretty decent forwards, but I've gone for a stronger midfield and a stronger defense this year.
Is it?
Yep, I can literally load my team.
Oh my
up.
god! Hey, there's an actual update here as well. I don't know how many people actually would know this, but Odegaard is out injured.
Right, let's have a look at my team. Where's my team?
I'm just having a look on the fantasy foot thing, and Odegaard's out injured, guys.
Right. Oh, Palmer's got a yellow. Okay, great. So literally, my front two are Isaac and Weiser from Brentford, and Weiser's actually had a bit of a tear this season. My third choice striker is Welbeck. He's not been too bad this year. My
Well,
midfield is Palmer, Jota, Maluk. Oh, I can never say his name. Makuke from Chelsea, Saka and Eze. Yeah.
yeah. Well, my
I've got
front three is
Lieber, Gavardiel, Van der Vaart as a three, and then Raya in goal. Yeah.
well.
I
Do you know
barely
what is
picked any
funny?
Tottenham players.
Do you know what? Like, this might be a shock to a lot of people, but I've got Edison in goal, Gabriel and Saliba at the back, Virgil van Dijk in a back three. Ieri, Thomas Partey, Luis Diaz, and Cole Palmer in midfield. And then I've got Pedro, Welbeck, and Haaland up front.
Not bad. Not bad. I wish I'd kept Haaland in, but I wanted to go for a stronger midfield. I did have. Didn't I have Salah? I was sure I had Salah.
But yeah, like I was saying though, for this weekend, Odegaard's out injured. So
Oh yeah, I do have Salah. I've got Salah, Saka, Makuke, Eze, and Palmer. Whew, not a bad midfield.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
Pedro, Welbeck, and Weiser. It's just literally updated from my thing because obviously I did one of those free chips last weekend to try and put a player in. Didn't register,
yeah.
so it's gone back the way it is.
But no, the way that I see it though, with Odegaard out injured, that I'm surprised. I'll be surprised.
They got no Declan from suspension for being a silly bastard and kicking a ball away. You know.
Well,
fuck him, basically. They've got other injury problems as well, but most of their problems are in midfield with Odegaard out, with Rice gone. I think there's a few others that have got slight niggles that probably will or won't make it. Let's just hope that we can go and give them some of that like famous West Ham lasagna from a few years ago for the whole Arsenal team.
Do you know what? I just can't see us winning though. I can't even see us getting anything from this game. I'm sorry, but I just don't. I can't even see us. I can't even see us getting a draw. Honestly, I can't.
Well, we'll see on Sunday, won't we? Either Andrew starts sorting things out, or we give him to December and he gets sacked. Pretty much that's what's going to happen. Then we'll bring another manager in where the players don't fit the system, and then we'll be stuck with players that can't play a new system, and then we'll try and get players in for that system for that manager. And it's been a knock-on effect since really Jose with some of these players, or even Poch. I mean, Ndombele was a Poch signing.
Yeah.
Get back to
but saying that though, but saying that also, it's annoying because Ange is a bang average manager. He's not fit for the Premier League, not for the top half teams anyway. He'd do well at somewhere like Everton or somewhere like that, but just not with us personally. And
I'm on both sides of the fence for that. I want to see him do better and be more tactically inept, but he's too stuck in his ways. Like most managers, they want a system played their way, and if it's not played their way, they can get the boot, don't they? At the end of the day, I mean, there aren't many good managers out there that will take the poison chalice at Tottenham. We've seemed to have ruined the careers of two very good managers beforehand, in Conte and in fucking Jose. So, not ruined. They've gone off and actually won shit elsewhere. I mean, you can't be wrong when you lived in the European Cup with Roma.
Yeah.
No, he's
but
in
then
Turkey.
that leads me back to the question that we started with earlier about Mickey. Does he make that Arsenal backline? Who makes that backline, or who in our team makes that Arsenal squad? And tell me, because
Van der Ven, simple.
No, he doesn't. How? What? So you're telling me he gets in over Saliba and Gabriel?
Possibly.
No, he doesn't.
On a good day.
No,
probably Vicario is better than Raya in goal.
No.
I'm a goalkeeper, I know. The mistakes that have come from goals conceded have been mistakes from our defence, not the goalkeeper, this season so far. That's what I'm putting it down to. Good goalkeepers have good defences in front of them, and then when you've got either injured or suspended players, or players switching off when they shouldn't do, when they should be taking one step towards a player before scoring an equalising goal, it's not the keeper's fault. But then the keeper needs to be more commanding of his area, so he needs to, come out and do something. Going out and screaming at an 18-year-old kid because he gave the ball away. We won't talk about what actually led up before he gave the ball away, shall we? Where Romero put him in a fucking tight spot. No, don't shout the more senior player for playing a shit pass. We'll scream at the 18-year-old kid, which I don't agree with. But everyone should be on blast for that draw against Leicester.
Yeah, but then who makes their midfield then? Who from our team? Who makes the midfield? Honestly,
no
strike forward. Who gets into that front line then?
Son.
With Arsenal? No.
Son. It's the only person you could say. Yeah. Son is
what,
the only person you could
say.
Martinelli's fucking dog poo compared to Son. Absolute garbo compared to Son. Son's done stuff that Martinelli can only dream of. And you said forwards, not midfielders.
I was talking like in their formation, it's left wing and right wing and striker.
Yeah, it's what we're doing. Left
Son
wing, striker. Son gets in the middle easily. He's miles above Havertz. And Son is still one of our most naturally gifted strikers still.
But he's lost the pace. Yeah, but he's lost his pace. Yeah, he's only a good striker. He's not world class. Who can you say at this minute in time, who can you turn around and say is world class?
What,
no one. Yeah, no one.
There's not a lot of players under that bracket, isn't there? Underneath world class, we got very good players and shit.
I'm talking about
players that should be taking the step up, like your Romero's. He's 26. He should be coming into his prime, so he should be world class. Who else have you got to say that?
Romero should be, but he's not.
Between 25 and 30 is when defenders are normally in their prime.
Yeah, but he's not. He's not world class. He's not world class. Good. He's quality, but he's not world class.
Well, everyone's got a different opinion. You can't say he's not world class when he's going off wearing Copa Americas and winning the World Cup. You can't say he's not world class.
But he's not though, because he hasn't done it on the club at club level.
Regardless of his club level or not, he's done it He's done it everywhere else. So,
but he's not world class. He's quality, but he's not world class.
I beg to differ on that.
And I have to agree with Sava on a lot of things, like what he comes out with. And Sava, this isn't anything but much love to you, bro. But yeah, Sava's right. There is no one who makes that Arsenal team. No one.
Sonnet.
And no one's. No.
He's still better than Havertz.
What, on his form this season? No.
But then again, we could be saying one good season Havertz,
Well, it could be, but there is something I did want to talk about that I'm finding quite annoying at the moment, and obviously I don't know the ins and outs, but I don't know if you've seen it though.
What's that?
What's been going on? Where have you seen what people have been going after Stel and Sava?
I don't want to get involved in that.
No, but have you heard about it though?
I have seen it. I've seen all the videos. I'm not
Yeah.
saying anything on it. At
No,
the end of the
but
day,
what I will say is,
it's between those guys to sort out. I mean,
no, of course, but
I've got
what
a lot
I
of
will
respect for Sabo. I've got a lot of respect for Stel. I've got a lot of
yeah,
respect
and
for
but
Brian.
what I will say,
but you know, I'm not going to sit here and talk about
No.
an internet drama that has nothing to do with me to talk about, really.
no, but what I will say is, like a lot of other people say, I don't mind having people in the chat, but if you start bringing up stuff about Stel, Paul, or Saba or anything, and you bad mouthing them in any way, shape, or form, you will be getting blocked, and you will be getting whatever happens. And
I mean, like I said, I've seen all the drama that's come out from it and everything. I mean,
but no, I just want to put this out there because obviously
it's between them guys and them guys
Yeah.
to sort out. I like Stel, I like Saba, you know.
Of course, but
get
I'm
on
not
with
going
them,
to
I
have.
talk to them, you know,
No, but I'm not going to have people in my. I'm not going to have people in my chat because, like, no one's like. I'm just putting this out there for just like references. No one will ever be attacking any YouTuber on my channel about anybody, not about Dave, not about Sava, not about Stel, because the minute you do, you will be getting blocked straight away. And there's no ifs, no buts, no maybes, because I don't want drama being sorted out like over in any way, shape, or form. I am looking to just have people who want to talk about football and have a debate about football. That's fine, but do not go attacking other YouTubers on this channel.
Just don't do it anywhere. Just keep your comments that side to one side. Talk about football. Talk about what goes on the pitch. You don't need to talk about the people that are involved. It's their thing.
No.
Like I said, I like the content creators. I'm not going to badmouth any of them. I've been on their shows. You know, I've been on.
Everyone knows.
Away. I've been on Tottenham on tour here. I mean,
look, everybody knows.
It's been great.
Sava knows well enough. Sava knows well enough that I've got all the time in the world for him. I have. I've got so much time. I've got so much love for him. I've been on. How many times have I been on his show? Like what? 3-4 times now?
Yeah, something like that. I mean,
so I've got nothing bad to say about Sava, and I don't know Stel, but from what I can tell, right, and it's not just Stel. I obviously say this kind of half-heartedly, but I'm like Stel. I'm kind of a good judge of character, and I don't think Stel's anything like it. Like people like Paul are saying that he is. But that's all I've got to say on the matter, to be honest. Stel seems to be a cool guy.
I like the guys, but the drama stuff I keep out of. I've got too much life drama going on myself without internet drama. So I've got, like everyone's got their own shit. I've got my shit to deal with. I watch people's content because I want to talk about football. I don't want to talk about he said, she said. This isn't the fucking playground anymore. We're all adults.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm here to talk football. I'm here to talk the logic of football, the beauty of football. I'm not here to talk about gripes people have with each other.
There's no point, and the thing is about this.
Just like you know, and a few others know about shit that's gone on. I've got my shit. You got your shit.
Yeah. And the thing is,
I come to the internet to watch Tottenham stuff to escape this shit. You know, I watch
exactly. So anyone that, like, I will reverberate this one last time. Anyone that does try to attack Sava or tries to tell me that Sava said this or Sava said that, I will email Sava straight away. Like I will email anyone you tell me that has said this or said that, and then I will get it out of them. So anyone that wants to hate on these people, don't bother coming into this into this live and think you're going to start stirring up shit, because I'm not going to have it. Corey's not going to have it. So just leave it where it is and let's talk about football.
Talk about the football, the players on the pitch. Let's not talk about what he said, she said.
Exactly.
Simple. If you love football, talk about football. The dramas of what's going on with other people, let them sort it out their way.
Yeah.
Simple.
Exactly.
I'm not getting involved with fucking dramas on the internet. The internet is there for an escape. You're not there to fucking cause problems and
exactly. But I just want to put that out there for everybody so they know where they stand now, because I'm not going to stand for it in any way, shape, or form on this channel. Simple. I have nothing else to say about it. I've said what I've had to say. So, and anyone that leaves comments at the end of this, if there is any, and you see and you get to this part, don't bother trying to hate on other people just because of their opinions, or calling them names, or you wish this on them, or you wish that, or attacking people just because they've got a different opinion to you. Just don't do it. Simple as.
Simple. Galaxy S23, that's the car.
Easy as that is. Simple as. Nothing else needs to be said on that matter now. So, let's get on to the other things. Where do you think we're going to finish?
Over your face. Nowhere. I don't know where to go with this football club anymore. I've lost my passion for watching fucking Tottenham, and I have done since really. It's gonna go so far back since Martin Jol got sacked. I support my club. That's as far as I go now. I feel no connection really anymore. I'd get more enjoyment and a day out going to watch Brighton, and that's bad for me to say as a Tottenham fan. Tickets are cheaper. The fans are nicer. The fans down here in Brighton are all on the same side, funnily enough. No one's at each other's throats in Brighton over the management or the players.
Yeah, and I know why as well.
Oh, gay joke. Dude, get over yourself.
You know why, mate. You know why.
Mate, you're so far in the closet you can still see Narnia. What you're talking about? While you're there, say hello to Laszlo for me, yeah? My dude, you're so far in the closet. Like those gay jokes are so bad, dude. Come on. 2024. I've heard it all.
Okay, yeah, you want me to tell Darren that, yeah? I'll tell him that when I get off stream. All right, cool. All right, bye.
Hello, who's this? The 90s. Yeah, Ryan's jokes are pretty bad from the 90s, I know, right? Oh, you want your jokes back? All right, I'll let Ryan know that you want your jokes back from the 90s. All right, yeah, okay. Thanks, 90s. And you, yeah. Steps were good in the 90s, yeah. So where's Club 7? Yeah, Rachel was fit, yeah, right. I'll tell him that. Right, okay. Oh, NSYNC, yeah, they were pretty good as well. Yeah, okay. Okay, 90s. Look, I'm in the middle of something here, right? All right. 90s want their material back, just like that shit material we're wearing over there right now.
No, yeah, the 90s can go and suck themselves. No, but seriously, yeah, no, where do you think we're going to finish? 7th. No, do you know what? I'm not even going to argue with you on that, because I honestly think that's where we could finish.
The squad depth or senior players really to bring these young kids forward.
Yeah,
I would have kept hold of a certain player that has gone to France.
I wouldn't.
I would have kept hold of Højbjerg. He's a model professional. He's not great on the pitch, but he can teach the kids what it is to be a professional. You need those
Yeah, but after what
Brandon
happened
Levy.
last season, though, with Højbjerg scoring that own goal, that was the straw for me
Yeah,
that broke the camel's back.
spit the dummy out. He wasn't the greatest of players, but at least he was a workhorse and put himself about. But then again, anyone's better than fucking Harry Winks and fuck me, Oliver Skip.
Even he's gone now as well, and even he looked good against us. Oh no, he didn't play, did he? Winks,
Winks
Skip,
wasn't. No, sorry, Skip wasn't allowed to due to the registration rules of a new player at a club.
yeah,
I believe it
but
has to be 24 to 48 hours before the match before they can
yeah,
play.
yeah, but Winks had quite a good game though, coming back to show us what he can do at a lower league team.
Or passing it backwards and sideways.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's in his name. He winks and he misses it.
Yeah.
All gone. You watch Winks and Skipper keep Leicester up now. Oh, man.
Yeah, and then this fan base is gonna go, oh, we should have kept Harry Winks. We want Harry Winks back. We want Skippy back. Oh
No.
yeah.
So then you start putting Mikey Moore onto the first team bench, and then Alf Devine. I feel sorry for Devine. He should be the first team. Out on
But
loan.
actually, that's something we haven't covered yet. That's something we haven't covered yet. And I don't know if you've seen is the Europa League team.
Yep, I have seen it. And like I said, 4 goalkeepers. The only reason why there's 4 is because 2 of them are club grown. That's the only reason why Whiteman and whoever else is there now. I mean, fuck.
Yeah, but do you know what's even funnier? Why Forster's there? Because Ange doesn't trust the other 2.
Oh, yeah. And then Forster's supposed to be the backup to Vicario. So, and then who's the backup to the backup to the backup? 2 kids that have never played a minute for Tottenham. Done all right sitting around collecting a paycheck, haven't they? I mean, I could just see them both now being these like 2 washed up 30-plus-year-old goalkeepers running a bar like Darren. Was it Darren Bent? No, not Darren Bent. What's it? One of the Tottenham players retired a few years ago when he was in his 30s and went off and made a bar in bloody Spain. He's going to wind me right up now. He thought he was the next David Beckham, played right midfield. David Bentley, there we go. Bentley retired at what, 30? Went off to Spain, opened up his own nightclub and bar. So, that's what I could see. Some of these players that never played a minute for Tottenham, they'll go off to like Magaluf, Santi, or something like that.
Yeah.
Open up their own.
Give me 2 minutes. Can you just hold the fort for 2 minutes? Just need to quickly do something.
What do we want to talk about?
I'll give you what I want to talk about in a minute.
Oh, internet. What do you want to talk about? Just ripping off Cody Rhodes. But yeah, I mean, there has been too much division in the fan base, too much division with YouTubers alone. Like I said, I keep myself out of the dramas of the internet. I just like to watch content on football. I come to talk about football, nothing else. In like personal beefs, keep it to yourselves. Don't flood it all over the internet for people to pick sides. I'm not here to pick sides and cause division. I want to talk about football. I want to talk about my passion being a goalkeeper, you know. I mean, 3 weeks ago, I embarked on, I've started playing football again myself. In 3 games that we've played, or I've been in goal for my new team, we have won 3 and I've conceded 7.
Oh, right, Vicario. Yeah, the next Vicario, yeah?
Last week was a clean sheet. This week should have been a clean sheet, but yeah, weak wrist. So yeah, I had a hand on the ball for both of the saves. I thought I could have pushed it around the bar. Nah. And then the 3rd goal they scored, I come out, I did a Peter Schmeichel starfish jump. Got a touch on it. It's come off the crossbar and hit my defender in the arse and went in for an own goal. Cheers, Ludo. You sexy Italian bastard, Ludo. But I mean, come on. Don't stand in the way of the ball and don't ball watch after I've made the save. Just let the ball bounce in front of you, then punt it out. That's all you got to do. Yeah, but we won 10-3 on Sunday, so it was all right.
So you've conceded 7, but
conceded 7.
But yeah, no. So you was
I don't know, but I'm 40 years old and slightly overweight.
But yeah, you were saying about the European Europa League thing
Is
team.
that really a smart move to sit there on stream eating? You're making me hungry, bitch.
Sorry, mate.
I've just
Yeah,
had
and
chicken
yes,
before I go back to the gym. So yeah. But no, the Europa Cup team, it's just I can't sit here and go, okay, yeah, that excites me. Oh yeah, he's gonna be good. It's literally pick most of the 13, insert extra players here that have never played for Tottenham. It's literally that.
yeah,
The only reason why Whiteman's there is because he's been at the club since he's fucking like 5 or 6, or however long he's been a goalkeeper on the books at Tottenham. The other goalkeeper never heard of.
Brandon
No.
Austin's been there for years, mate. For at
Again,
least 10 years, I think.
I don't really go down the reserve team and go, oh yeah, okay. No,
Mhm.
when I see players that excite me, like your Alfie Devines, your Mikey Moores. I mean, there was a few good defenders about two or three seasons ago. We're all getting all hyped up for, and there's been nothing coming through of him.
Yeah, but then it's the same with this fan base, man. This fan base always hype up these players and they become absolutely dog crap because we put too much pressure on them too early. That's why you do not need to put pressure on the likes of Bergvall.
You don't put pressure on young players at all, otherwise they buckle, and then they fall away from where they should be.
But they do say pressure makes a diamond, but then there's only so much pressure you can afford to put on a kid.
There's only so much pressing on a piece of coal to make a diamond you can do before it cracks. So, yeah, I mean, time will tell. But the two young kids we got at midfield are going to be very good, if not world-class players for us. I mean, Bergveld, Barcelona wanted him, and he rejected Barcelona and came to us. Cheers, son. You know where the proper league is. You know, and then
this is the thing that really grinds my gears at the moment. We need to stop using world class because they're not world class at the moment.
No, but they're going to be because they're
going to be.
Shut up talking over me. But yes, Archie Gray has had quite a lot of positive reviews from not just the Leeds fan base as well as their coaches and staff. Our coaches and staff are very impressed with Archie Gray as well. You don't play 45 times in the Championship at right back or midfield, barely missing a game all season, not putting a foot wrong at 18, 17 going on 18. He's 18 going on 19 now. A few seasons down the time. Afternoon, Hotel Cockerel. Cockerel. But yeah,
mate?
a few seasons, Archie Gray is going to be one of the next best English midfielders since Darren Sick Note Anderton.
Oh yeah, but no. So now,
but then a lot of these players have been brought in for the versatility of the tactics, not players needed for the actual system. So now we can get this square circle here, put him over, and you'll fill a square hole. Literally, Archie Gray can play midfield, he can play defence. So that is a kind of player you want your team to cover. But there are still players I sit here and question sometimes, like, can he play that position? I mean, I used to watch a lot of Basuma when he played for Brighton, and he's completely in the wrong position for Tottenham. Another player that's being wasted, even though Basuma...
we've got El Cockerell saying all good boys, looking forward to Sunday. Okay, then, El Cockerell, what do you think the prediction will be this weekend, mate?
I'm saying 1-1, a draw. I'm also going to say one red card, but I'm not going to say for which team. Someone's going to get sent off in this derby.
Okay. All right. So whilst we're waiting for El Cockerell, I hope I'm saying it right.
El Cockerell.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Master of all
do you think there will be a chance of any of us getting a trophy this season? And if so, what trophy are we looking at?
Europa.
You think we're actually going to get Europa?
Well, if we play it right, we can. I'm not going to do nothing in the English side of it with the FA Cup, League Cup. That's always a Man City, Man United, Liverpool domain, isn't it, at the moment? Hate saying Man United, seeing how poor they are. Fucking hell, losing to Brighton.
Wow. LTEL's actually quite confident we're actually going to go and win by win by 2.
It'll be a tight game, and I'm saying 1-1. That's literally what I'm saying. I'll take a point. I'm not going to take a win. I'll take a point. And that kind of seems counterintuitive to football, but I just don't want to lose to the filth.
Like I said earlier, right, and you know this, Dan, I've already said this earlier, I just don't think we can win. Just because they've got Rice and Martin Odegaard out. I
think they've got some problems at the defensive side of it as well. I know I saw online earlier on coming home from the gym that they've got an injury crisis going on at Arsenal. Maybe, like I said, maybe West Ham had turned up with some of that lasagna from a few years ago. You know what I mean? Here you go. We froze it just for you. But I was just sitting here thinking, like, a point wouldn't be too bad now, would it? A loss, I probably would just quit YouTube altogether if we lose.
All right, hang on. Yeah, he wants to come on. That's fine.
Yeah,
just
give
me a second to see if I can copy the link and I'll add you. Oh, have you? Yeah, let me just get the layout to another one for El Cocolel, and I'll let he can explain them.
That should be on the YouTube side of it.
Yeah,
this comment has failed to post to. Okay, it failed for some reason. You can tell I'm not very good at this shit, right?
Hang on. Is there any way that? Oh, hang on. Is there any way I can?
It's failed again. Maybe if I do it actually on the YouTube channel and not through.
Hang on. Let me put it in. Let me post it in the comment for him, so he can do it like that. There you go, mate. You can come in, mate. I posted it for him so he can come on. It's all good.
The black background, yes. Very sexy, like the black. What I might do with this gap in here is get the LED strip going down the back of it and just have it flashing blue and green behind me.
Yeah, hang on.
Send a link. I'll come on and explain.
Yo, I'm live streaming at the moment, mate.
Yourself. Mute. So we don't hear you.
Hello, mate. You all right?
Cockerel, it's been a long time, my friend. I haven't seen you since what? Sava about a year ago.
Yeah. You're not bad.
Hello?
Why have I got this on repeat? Hold on, sorry. I must have you somewhere else. Hold on, let me just take this off.
You must have YouTube on as well at the same time.
Yeah, I have. I've just taken it off. Silly schoolboy error. Yeah, I'm well, thank you. Let me just pump this out, let people know within my WhatsApp group that I'm here, and try and get you more people and more subs across.
Oh, very nice, man. Thank you very much. I mean, I'm working with Ryanair. I mean, he's had his problems. I've had my stuff. Yeah. That's why we've not really been online much because of, life gets in the way sometimes.
Yes. Yeah.
I was getting given lemons, but I couldn't make lemonade.
Right.
Yeah, right, mate.
I need to, let me just find this and I'm going to share it now. So we'll try and get some more people over to you.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool, thanks. So how dude? You good?
Yes, I'm fantastic. So, yeah, my name's Jose, but I've got my own channel, LTEL Cockerel.
Oh, yeah, I've seen you in, isn't it Dave's or Sava's or both?
Yeah, Dave. I do a lot on the Irish Hotspur.
Yeah,
on the Irish Hotspur, I do quite a bit. Let me just get this out to everyone. Tell them that I'm here.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I'm actually eating, so I do apologize.
The dark side. Oh, let's just take a minute, though, to remember the genius of Mr. Jones that passed away this week. The voice of a generation, Mufasa, Darth Vader. Rest in peace, good sir.
There we go.
That's like everyone from my childhood's literally dropping. It's so bad. Robin Williams a few years ago. Damn, man. My childhood, everything's going is being replaced with other stuff that I don't quite like anymore. Just like Tottenham. We were good once.
What was your name again? Sorry, Jose.
Jose.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I do apologise.
Stop eating on stream. You're making me hungry.
I'm sorry, mate. I'm hungry myself. So Jose, you was
Right, I've done
you
it.
was
I've
saying
pumped it out. I've sent it out to 4 different groups. I don't know who's working, who's not working. Hopefully, we'll get some more people to come and watch our like your
yeah,
stream and comment for you guys. Hopefully,
thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
there we go.
Thanks. So you were saying that you was gonna you wanted to
Yeah. Right
say what you thought.
at the start, I thought we'd win by the odd goal.
Okay.
The nearer the time that we're getting to it, I'm thinking to myself, we can actually win by 2 rather than the odd goal. I believe, it's my opinion, it's not facts, right?
Yeah.
I believe that in the first 3 games this season, we're playing better than what we did in the first 3 games of last season, and we were unbeaten for them 3 games. We've already lost to Newcastle, but I feel that we're playing better. I feel that our pressing is so much better, and it looks like we're getting it right on the press. We recover that ball really quickly compared to last season, a lot quicker.
I'll give you that. We are recovering and turning over the ball a lot more at a quicker pace. The passing's crisper from last season to this season. Another good thing about it is we've got a lot rid of the negative voices in our dressing room. But like I was saying to Ryan a minute ago, we should have shouldn't have got rid of EPH. Really, we need that kind of locker room kind of presence of it wasn't the greatest Højbjerg, but he is a locker room voice. If I was a young kid coming up, I'd want to listen to. Kind of you want those kind of players about. You don't want to ship them off. The players like we brought in from 4 or 5 seasons ago, like your Ndombele's and that, the spoiled little rich kids that kick their toys out the pram, and those are the players who have gone. But anyway, we're talking over what Jose was.
So
that's what gives me more confidence. And the other thing is I went to the Everton game. I haven't been to the away games, but I went to the Everton game, and hopefully I'm going to the Arsenal and the Brentford games as well. But when when you're at the ground, it's different. Obviously, it's different to what we see on television, because they are focusing on where the ball is, and your TV just focuses on the pattern of play where the ball is. You don't see the other play, right? And going to the Everton game, the only negative, and that was a slight negative for me, is that Romero kept holding on to the ball too long, whereby when he's getting the ball, Madders was making the runs diagonally in behind the defenders, and he was never being found because Romero kept holding that ball for that tad bit too long. But you could see the patterns of play, because I was in the south stand, so I could see the whole pitch, so you could see the patterns of play. Contrary to popular belief, Bissouma sat in that 6 role. Bissouma sat in front of the 2 centre halves for that Everton game. He was really close to the centre halves all the time. And instead of having 2 inverted that keep bombing up all the time, the person that was doing the bombing 70% of the time was Porro. Udogie didn't bomb up as much as a Porro. So Udogie would probably have got up to the halfway line, but not beyond on many occasions. Porro was near enough standing on their penalty box, right? So I can see I can see the patterns of play, and you can see it much wider when you're watching the actual game itself. So for me, from what I saw in that home game, and solidified what my thoughts were. And obviously I saw the Leicester game on the TV, and then I watched the Newcastle game as well. And at the end of the day, there are positives to take out. The negative is, we lost against Newcastle, but the positives, there's been positives in all 3 games for me.
There's been a lot of good compared to last season. I'll give it that. But there are certain questions I need to ask of some of the players we brought. I mean, the 2 young kids, they're going to be really fantastic players for us in the future. I keep saying he's 1 good season, Solanke. He's had 1 good season. How many years being a professional? Now, if he fits the system, pressing the defense, yes, he can. But I want a killer up front. I want your Teddy Sheringham's back. I want the Klinsmann's back in our team. Play a striker that would get me off my seat as a kid. I'd be like, oh, Sheringham! But I'm more of a goalkeeper fan anyway, but I'm always looking what the goalkeeper's doing. They could be down the other end of the pitch and be like, oh, what's the goalkeeper doing?
because Jose, right? And this is just my opinion, okay? And like I've said to everybody, or every time I've gone on either Savers, Dave's, or whatever, I'm open to be wrong with opinions because that's what they are, just opinions.
Right.
But I don't think we have improved this season. Personally, I think we've brought in more kids. And I personally think with the signing of Solanke, he hasn't improved us either. I think we've got kind of the same team as we did last year, and we're still, in my opinion, we are playing kamikaze football still, and it's going to get Ange sacked by, I think, Christmas.
I don't subscribe to any of that at all.
Discontent, yes.
No, I don't subscribe
going back
to
to the Everton game where you're saying with Basuma dropping in now, as most people know on the internet, I went through the Brighton youth team, fucked my knee up, all that shit. But I've seen a lot of Brighton football going up to the stadium when Basuma was at Brighton because I could watch Brighton 3, 4, 5 times in a month compared to what I could do the whole season at Tottenham. I could probably get one ticket at Tottenham if I'm lucky.
Is that your local, Corey? Is that the local team to where you live, Brighton?
Yeah, Brighton. The stadium's literally 10 minutes over the hill from me.
Okay,
so I could walk to it.
It's the local team to where I live as well, but I'm 33 miles away from Brighton.
I'm guessing Eastbourne?
I'm 2 towns up from Eastbourne.
Oh, well, there you go. I kind of got a pinpoint.
No, one town. I'm one main town up. Sorry, because Hastings is 2 up. I'm in Bexhill.
Yeah. Bexhill-on-Sea.
Yes.
Nice place to be, my friend. A lot of history down that end. But, I used to watch a lot. I mean, every now and then I'd get... another reason why I'd go to Brighton is my aunt and my cousin are season ticket holders. Do you want to take your son or do you want to go to the football today? They'll always ask me because they'll be working. But, yeah, I'll go to the football. And I've more enjoyed the atmosphere. This is weird. The last time I enjoyed watching Tottenham was when we was at the Lane for going to the stadium and being there as an atmosphere. I went to the last game at the Lane with my granddad when he looked down at his season ticket seat that he's held for nearly 45 years. Goes, I'll never get to sit here again. And he was a shelf boy, my granddad. Just like my uncle, but we're all from Brighton, but he knows where he wanted to sit, my granddad.
Yeah.
I'll never get this seat again, this view, this feeling of togetherness with fans. Now I want to go to the new stadium, but I can't afford it as a single parent. I can't afford 300 quid plus travel plus food and drink. You're looking at about 500 quid a day just to go and watch one match. So I can't afford that at Tottenham. At Brighton, I could watch God knows how many Category A games. I think the most expensive ticket I've ever bought for a Brighton match when I haven't used my aunt's season ticket is about 70 quid. And that was to watch Brighton v Man United. And that was 2 seasons ago. 70 quid, Brighton Man United. Now, if you go Tottenham v Man United, you're looking at about 300 quid ticket basic. And that's where I think the disparity in...
I paid 60 for the Everton game.
That's not a bad price. It's Everton as well. So, Everton do hold that.
It was a Cat B game.
Cat B, that's a Cat B game. I mean, the Cat B games down here for Brighton, they go from £37.50 to about 53 quid for a Cat B game, which isn't bad. The Europa League games last season were costing the same as a Category A game over here because, it's the first season Brighton were in it. But then you're still looking at 65, 70 quid for a Brighton ticket. In the Premier League, Brighton, 70 quid. Now, this is where I think the ticketing and the pricing for stuff should be same level at all clubs across the board. Regardless, they should come out with a definitive, like they do in Germany. They don't overcharge their fans to get in the stadium. And I really do appreciate the German league for what they've done there. It's literally they think of the fans first, not just to make the money. Daniel Levy is, I'm going to make money and screw over the old-fashioned fan of the Tottenham way, And I'm severely losing my trust in the whole setup at Tottenham right now. And then going back to this weekend as well, I feel it's going to be 1-1, and I feel like someone's going to get sent off. I don't know which team, but I feel like someone is going to get sent off this weekend because it's the derby, and it's probably one of the most heated derbies next to Man United, Liverpool, next to Brighton Palace. You get those derbies that you think, right, someone's going to get sent off here.
But I mean, like I said, it's always just an opinion. It's everyone's got their own opinions on football. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You don't always have to be right, and it's an opinion, and everyone has to respect that opinion, whether they like it or not. Personally, that's what I think. Anyway, that's because that's what football is, in my opinion.
Yeah. So Ryan, you're saying that you don't think we've improved, right?
Yeah,
Are you talking about? And you said you haven't improved because of the kids and because of Solanke, I think you said, right?
yeah.
I've maintained, right, before Oderbert came in, so it was when Graham Bergvall were there. When we bought them two players, I did turn around and say, and I still maintain this now, that they were never bought in to pad the squad up. They were never bought in to.
Hello, coach.
Hello,
Coach's
coach.
Corner. That's Hanno. He's a Chelsea supporter and he's in my group. So
Oh.
thank you. Cheers, Hanno, for coming in.
Cheers, man. Thanks for coming over.
And so for me, they were never bought in to pad up the squad. They were never bought in to go into our academy. They weren't bought in to go out on loan. They were bought in to affect the first team. And I believe they will affect the first team, because if you don't play at 110 every game, you get dropped and one of these boys will take your place.
Oh yeah,
And I don't feel we had competition so much last year. Last year we could all of us could name what our midfield three would be. Out of who we had available, we would turn around and name
Basuma, Sarr.
Yeah.
We'd name our midfield three. Last season we could name our midfield three with whoever is available. Now we've got two youngsters that have come along that wanna play first.
They're hungry.
Football, they're hungry to play, so they will affect.
Bergvall turned down Barcelona, didn't he? So I mean, you've got to have the balls to turn down like La Masia and the bright lights of Spain and Barcelona to come play in a wet, soggy London afternoon where it's pissing it down all the time. You know, you've got to have the balls to want to come and play that.
Yeah.
Now, do you know what, man? It's funny you say, Darren.
In there.
Sorry, Dan, didn't mean to cut you off there, but coach has just said that Spurs has improved on the attacking front, and from him being a Chelsea perspective, I'm quite intrigued to be proven wrong, and if he can give me a reason why I'm wrong, I'll be more than willing to listen and accept that I'm wrong.
Okay, well let's go with this. How many goals we scored this season, Ryan?
We got a 1-1 draw with Leicester. And then we got the 4-0 win over, so that's 5-6, if I'm correct.
So that's an average of 2 goals per game. Yeah.
Enough, yeah.
At the start. So at the moment, we're scoring goals, and we haven't. And remember, we didn't convert chances against Leicester. We didn't convert chances against Newcastle. So attacking wise, like I said earlier, the attacking, Corey, you've played the game. The attacking starts from the front, and your defending starts from the front. And we look so much better in our press, and that's part of your attack, and that's part of your defense in the press. So we do look so much better than what we did last season. So for me, if you're doing that right and you're getting that right, then hand in hand, your attacking and your defending will get better.
But do you agree with the high line though that he's playing? Like Ange's playing, it's too high. Can you agree on that though?
That he plays, but I tell you what, let's stop. People need to stop thinking it's just Ange and Tottenham that play the high line, right? There's plenty of teams in the Premiership that play the high line. This is something that Pep started back in his Barcelona days, and Pep, the way football is now, is what Pep made it. Even when he started at Barcelona,
tiki-taka, quick passing, pressing, Gangnam. Well, it's more the Gangnam press, really, isn't it? As well.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
you had both Pep and what's his name? That's just left Liverpool.
Klopp.
They both had their philosophies on that, and both of them have been quite successful. How can I not forget Klopp, the guy? I actually loved him as a manager. He was so comical. But like, why can't we get a funny manager like that?
Because Corey said earlier, right, that he wants people like Klinsmann and Sheringham and people like that, people to get you off your seat. I say on my channel, I've said it for a while now, you got another one in. You got Johnny Bethnal Green, who's now Spurs bench. He's just started a YouTube channel. So
afternoon Spurs bench.
So you got people are starting to come. Good. I'm glad that people are reading my message. And you've gone up by 2 subs as well. So they've obviously the coach and the Spurs bench have subbed to you as well. That's good. That's what I wanted. I wanted you to get more traction. So you deserve it. Anyone that works starting their own channel, it's hard work. And at the end of the day, you do it because people come and watch you. And
Yeah,
people
I mean,
comment on the
last
channel.
year we were getting there, doing it. Then obviously Ryan's phone broke because, like I said earlier on, jokingly, he kept on trying to shove up his butt. And then I mean, I've Ryan and a few of the other guys on YouTube know about what's going on in my personal life as well. I'm not going to blur it all over the internet, but yeah,
No.
there's things that have gone on. So we both just turned around and said, so I think it was mid-season last year that we both needed to, address what our issues and then come back next season. Both me and Ryan basically said, yeah, let's do it that way. We'll come back next year stronger. Obviously, the last 3 weeks we've had Ryan's phone's still not working. My son started school yesterday. It's been all over the place. I mean, I have to travel at least 3 hours now to go see my little boy. So
it's hard work. It's hard work.
Frustration.
The other thing is real life. Real life gets in the way of doing all this as well. So you have to find the time to do this outside of real life. So listen, guys, nothing but love. I hope it all kicks off and I hope it all goes well for you guys. But at the end of the day, anything I can do, I will do.
Well,
going back to the comment, let me just address the comment of Corey said earlier. So what I've been saying for a while now, Corey, on my shows, is that you can go back 20 years, or this football, from when Guardiola started all this football back in Barcelona, then took it to Bayern, took it to City. That only is what? That's 10 to 15 years worth. But this started just before Pep started out in his managerial career, whereby football now has become robotic. Football is now robotic. Football is you stand there, you receive the ball here, you pass it there, you have to stand there to receive the ball. It's become robotic. All teams play robotic now, football. Gone are the days of the Mavericks. So when you had players that could get you off, like you said, get you off your seat. Gone are them days. Them days are gone. You don't get players that do that nowadays because everyone has to play a robotic style of football. And it never used to be like that. Now it's about who's got the engines. Now it's about who's got the fitness. It's got nothing to do with skill level anymore. That's all gone out the window. It's about who the fittest people are and who's got engines. So, like Corey said earlier, I would love to see but these kind of players get your bum off seats, but they're far and few between nowadays.
There aren't that many. I mean, I think I can count probably 3 off my head right now. Yamal at Barcelona. There's a young Argentinian kid that I've kept a massive following for the last 3 or 4 years in Thiago Almada. He's playing in the MLS. He's one of those very attacking, dynamic midfielders. If Tottenham got him, I know exactly what we're getting. And then there's another young kid called Mikey Moore at Tottenham. I want to see Mikey Moore, but
he ain't bad, that little Mikey Moore.
No, he ain't.
but then also as well, from what you said as well, I'm gonna nitpick at things you both said, right? So Ryan, you said earlier, right? We're buying youngsters and that, right? So I'm gonna say to you, how many, right? With this PFI and PSR crap, and because I think it's a load of crap now, because I see people bending rules all over the place now with this. But because of this, the new ruling and the new squad ratio stuff coming up, how many players over the age of 25 have made transfers this season, and how many players under the age of 25 have transferred this season? If you had to put a percentage on it, what do you reckon?
Well,
Tony's gone.
Well, Solanke's the only one that's over the age of a certain age, isn't he?
No,
I'm talking about anyone. I'm talking about anyone.
Tony's gone to study. I'm going to say about 3% of over 25s have probably had transfers from all clubs across Europe and across the world. Probably looking at 3%. But if you're looking at young players moving, there's a higher more of a demand of younger players moving, because most players don't want to sit in their La Masias for the whole of their career and never getting to play for Barcelona or at Madrid or Chelsea, Liverpool. These young kids are now starting to realise that they've got to move to make their career worth it. Otherwise, they could just be stagnant. I mean, just look at the 2 goalkeepers we've got in the Europa League team. 2 kids that have been on our books for over 10 years and never played a minute for Tottenham. The only reason why they're there is because it meets the homegrown club trained players. It's the only reason why those two are in there. Otherwise, they would never be anywhere near the first team. It's the only reason why they're in the 26-man squad or 25-man squad that we've only taken 24 with, which you've got to sit there and scratch your head at. Hey there, AJ. Thanks, man.
You got AJ as here as well. You got with
Yeah.
the ages of play. Sorry, with these rules, so to speak, it's changed football. So whereby now the transfers that you're going to see, I reckon it's about 80% of transfers have been under the age of 25. Is what I'm thinking.
I'd say more. I'd say about
Under the
90.
age of 25, I'd probably say, I'd reckon about 75 to 80% as well. But
Yeah.
if you're looking at the players over the age of 25, 26, I'd say about 3, maybe 4% are pushed from all the divisions. I mean, you're looking at teams, I'm thinking like Chiesa went to Liverpool for pennies on the pound, we could have got him.
He's under 25.
I know he's 23, but he's proven as well. But
It doesn't matter about. I'm just talking about the ages. Anyone under the age of 25 and anyone over the age of 25, and that's the way football's going, gentlemen. The football, because of these rules and that, and people trying to navigate around the rules and whatever, transfers have changed. I called it last season. Last season, at the end of the summer transfer window, I said that this season we're going to see a drop off on your £100 million players. Some of the players that went for 100 million in the past are not worth 100 million. The club's done well to get that kind of money because they're not worth that money.
Oh, yeah. Well, just case in point, Brighton, they seem to have made Chelsea their B team, with, I think, 5 of the last players brought from Brighton have Chelsea have brought. Cucurella, the 2 midfielders. Sanchez. Caicedo. Cucurella, there's another one that's gone as well recently as well to Chelsea from Brighton. I think it's 4 players in 2 seasons from Brighton, but literally it's a Brighton B team.
Is it Colville?
Colville. No.
Colville was a Brighton player, weren't he?
No, Colville was on loan from Chelsea.
I was on loan from Chelsea. Okay, sorry, that's where I've got it wrong. Okay, yeah, all right.
But literally, Chelsea are literally the Brighton B team. It's the joke in Brighton. Right? Who can we find to sell to Chelsea next? That's the joke in Brighton. Look, they took the manager. They're taking the players. For next? The stadium. They can knock that down. It's fucking awful. The Amex. It's uncomfortable to sit in. It's better than bloody Withdean, though. Jesus, I remember training on the Withdean pitch, man. That Withdean pitch is literally just a sports complex. I can't stand football pitches with tracks around them. Looking at you, West Ham. I'm gonna go watch Tottenham West Ham. Who's got the binoculars? I'll just hack into Hubble telescope quick. I just want to watch the match.
No, but do you know what? It's weird because where I live, Darren, I can't even get to any of the games now. Unless I'm going to spend
Scotland.
Yeah, but obviously, it's literally by train. It cost me nearly £200 just to get a train down to London.
Oh,
it's ridiculous.
Just got it there. Young players is where the sell on value is.
Where are you? Are you in Iceland?
No, no, I'm in
Scotland.
Well, yeah, because it's Scotland.
Yeah, but you can get a fare from Scotland down. You can get a sleep that'll be cheaper than £200, surely, on a return. I don't think I've ever paid £200 to go to Scotland on a return from King's Cross. When I've gone
Have
up
you
to
not?
Edinburgh. No, I don't think I've ever paid 200. I've always paid less than that. A lot less than that. God. But then, mind you, if you book in advance as well, you're going to get it a hell of a lot cheaper as well. So if you know,
get a coach is £65.
Yeah, if you know well in advance, if you knew well in advance that you definitely had a guaranteed ticket for a certain day in the future, you could probably get your tickets far cheaper.
Yeah, I could probably get down for if I was to come down by coach, it would cost me £20, but I'd have to book that in advance as well. Otherwise, it's going to cost me about 40-50 quid. Otherwise, that alone.
No, what you do is you book a coach down to Brighton, crash here for night, we go up and watch the football.
Hey, you might have to. I might actually. No, but you know what? It might actually be cheaper for me to go to the Europa League game against Rangers.
It's only up the road, isn't it?
Almost, yeah.
I'm sticking to my guns here. I mean, all the time, Levy is in charge of our club. I can't afford to go to a game. I'll never be able to take my son to a game. So I'm going to go and watch Brighton matches, my little boy. I'm a Tottenham supporter first through and through, but I grew up in the Brighton youth team, so I've got a soft spot always for my hometown team, especially after my injury and how they helped me out. So I have a soft spot for Brighton over Albion, obviously, but I am a Tottenham supporter first. Always will be.
But then Darren, what always gets me as well, right? It's I just will refuse to ever go to a Spurs game whilst Daniel was in charge anyway. Now,
Daniel Ennie, Nick. Well, we got rid of one of the three heads of the Cerberus, didn't we? By him being naughty and going around trying to tell people how to invest their money.
yeah. But I
Which
just,
is told me that
refuse
without
to
a
one-
tenner in my pocket, I might be a millionaire now.
Yeah. But like I said, I will refuse to go to any game whilst Daniel Levy's anywhere near this club because I do not want to be putting money in his back pocket.
The old skyrocket.
So I went to the game, right? And I'm not one of these Levy outers or Levy inners or anything like that by any stretch of the imagination. I go and support the team, and the team's all I'm supporting. And I went to the game, and obviously, yes, I've had to pay for the ticket because you can't get in without a ticket. So I've had to pay for the ticket, but I never spent a penny whilst I was in there. I did. I went to the toilet twice, if you want to call that spending a penny. But
I still can't believe you have to pay to go and use a toilet.
No, you don't have to pay. I'm just saying. When I say spend a penny, I went twice to the toilet. Yeah, but no, I didn't. I didn't spend any money there at all. So you'll be happy to know that I didn't put money in his pocket. But I went to support the team, which is what I went to do. I went.
If you're looking for a big enough toilet, there's one down the road. It's called Arsenal. If you need the toilet, you could just have a leak there. You know.
Well, I mean, that's the biggest toilet bowl you can find, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, I mean, going back to some. I mean, if there's anything else you want to critique, Jose, let us know. I mean, I'm here to talk. I know Ryan is, and I mean, you've probably got lovely things to talk about on a Tuesday afternoon with us too.
No, I just saw that you were on, and because I'm currently at work, and I've got a break, and I put it on, and I just saw that you guys were on. I thought, let me go over and see them, and then I saw that you hadn't had any comments, so I started commenting, and then when you've allowed me to come on, I thought, hold on, let me go and get some. Let me put it out because people are working at the moment as well. So
thoughts on Son and his career now? Lost his pace, still got a killer shot on him. Is he still Premier League worthy? Just about. If the Saudis come in and went, right, here's 70 million for Son as an owner, I'd be like, right, he's 32 years old. There you go. I love Sonny. Got respect for the guy and his family, especially his dad. You know, his dad has stopped him from marrying and dating people so he can focus on his football career. Come on. That's control above the control, that is. But I watched that the other day on, I think it was on some thing to do with Son about how he's dedicated to his sport first, and then later on down the line he'll have a family.
I mean, do you know what? Right,
out
with
on the
Son,
left, that's where he plays Connor. He's always out on the left. I mean, but with younger, hungrier players, I mean, we've also got the young South Korean kid coming in as well that plays right wing. I've watched a few of his games the last couple of nights as well, like stupid o'clock in the morning. He looks like a very raw but good young talent as well. I can't pronounce his name. But another good player that when Son steps down, he'll probably take over Sonny's. Big up, Phil. When he takes over Sonny's boots, he'll keep sounds bad here, but he'll keep the fans coming over from South Korea to come over and see another one of their young blossoming talents go through Tottenham. And that's why I feel like we've become a tourist destination for a stadium and a team rather than a team trying to go out and progress and win in the last 10 years.
I mean, with Son, right, he's clinical if he's not thinking about it. But if he's got that time to think, I just personally think he's what's the word I'm looking for? He's not that good without. He's got to be doing it straight like that kind of thing. Player now, if you're gonna have him down that middle, personally.
But then how long before the fans start turning on Sonny again like they did last season because he played poorly? I'd always stick by the guy, but he's lost a little bit of his pace. But then again, you know, saying here, I'm over 30, I'm nearly 40. I've lost some of my pace, definitely. I mean, the grace of Sonny is barely ever injured, so he's always available. It's like Højbjerg, the guy was never injured, he was always available. You want players like that in your team. But when they start getting to a certain age, does it start becoming more of a hindrance to the rest of the team because they can't keep up with the play? I mean, I love Sonny to bits. He is a fantastic man. I've bumped into him. He is, no doubt, one of the most happiest people you'll ever meet. He's got time for the fans. I mean, there's not a lot of footballers out there that will have time for their fans. I bumped into him outside the Brighton Stadium years ago when they came down here. I was hovering around the exit area for all the players going out. I was like, Sonny! Sonny! Like a fanboy back then, but
I mean, Jose, what do you think though? Thoughts on Son?
I was very critical a few years ago in the sense that before Kane left, I thought Son should have left. I saw the wane, if you want to call it, in Son. I saw it a couple of years ago. So before, do you remember the last World Cup when he had to wear that mask because he got injured before the World Cup? And all
oh
that?
yeah, but the
Right.
broken nose.
Yeah. So back then, I thought that he was waning already back then. So I went on to Facebook group Glory Tottenham Hotspur.
Oh yeah,
I
I'm
went
on
on
there
there
as well.
Yeah, I went on there and I said, look, this might not be well received, but what are people's thoughts that because Klopp was heavily wanting Sonny at Liverpool. So I said, what if Liverpool come and drop 100 million for Son, would you sell him? And I put a question mark on that. And then I said, I would sell him and I would then go and buy Mohamed Kudus, who was at Ajax at the time, and Manuel Ugarte, who was at Sporting Lisbon at the time. And
Manuel
I said,
Ugarte, what a player.
yeah, I said, but 100 mil, you could drop them, you could get them two players in for the money you sell Sonny for, and it improves positions that we need improving on. Mate, God, the amount of pelters I took for daring to sell Sonny. God, I got absolutely murdered. But
I mean, there's heavy interest in Romero as well now, isn't there? Again, there was Madrid in the transfer market, and this rumor of him being targeted by Real Madrid still hasn't gone away. And there's also interested from the Saudis, but then again, the Saudis have got the money. If they want to give us 160 million for Romero, as much as I like him and rate him as a player, 160 million.
So with the Romero thing, though, however good a player Romero is in that, you can replace a Romero, or you've got replacements already lined up in the sense that you've got Dragusin there. You've got Vuskovic.
He is so good.
He's a youngster that Tottenham have bought that's currently playing at Westerlo, where Divine's gone to. He played on Thursday night for Croatia's under-21 team. He's still 17 years old.
He is. I'm going to say that 6'4", built, quick, good passer, vision great. He is a solid, good young defender, and he's going to come in. And I feel at that time when he comes in, there's going to be fights between, not fights. There's going to be fight for the position between Van der Ven's already got it sorted out, but it's going to be between Vucevic. What's his name? Is it Phillips that we brought in?
Ashley Phillips, and you've still got Dorrington still coming through. So
that's the young kid I was trying to think of. The name of Alfie Dorrington. Yeah, he's quality.
You're covered at the moment, so but with Sonny goes, or Sonny went 2 years ago, or when Sonny goes, yes, you would have to invest that money in other players. In players to bring in if you're going to replace Sonny. You're quite right. They've bought Minhyak, the youngster.
He's very good. I've watched him.
I don't know. Did he? I don't know. He got called up. So the funny thing is, right? It's not funny, but the thing is, Bergvall come to Tottenham, got called up by his national side for the first time, and he played yesterday and on Thursday. He got some minutes, so he's come off the bench twice.
Yeah.
But he's now got 2 caps, full international caps, because he's played the last 2 games. Minhyak is 18 and was also called up by South Korea for the first time in these set of matches that they've got. But I don't know whether he played, because I know that they played Thursday, South Korea, and I don't know whether he played or not. I couldn't find South Korea having a second game. So I could only find that South Korea played the once. I couldn't find them playing the second game. But it's interesting that we've buying these players, and they are young, don't get me wrong, but the players that we're buying are now are being called up by their international squads. So they can't be that bad what we bought. Do you know what I mean? Because they're getting called up by their international squads. Obviously, you need to see how they work out for you. We have to wait and see that. But it's good that the players that we're going for are being are being touted out there and are being shown on the bigger stage, because they're not playing. Hack's not playing at Tottenham yet. But
if anyone's interested right now, South Korea taking on Oman in a World Cup qualifier match.
So it's now South Korea playing now. I couldn't find a second game. So okay, so if they're playing
The
today,
last game they played against was Palestine, which was 0-0.
0-0 draw, yeah. But I
And
don't know
they
whether
beat China 1-0 in June. So the
no,
last three games.
But Hayek's only been called into the squad for these 2 games. But I don't know whether he played against Palestine or whether he's involved tonight or today. But I know that he got. I know that he got called up. And I know Vuskovic played for the 21s. Gray has played for the 21s. He played last night. He came on as a sub, but he played the game on Thursday as well. So the players that we bought, although they're young, they are well thought of in their international teams.
Yeah, I mean, Jose, I know you probably got to shoot off soon, probably because you're on break, aren't you? But what's your opinion on Ashley Phillips, though? Just before you have to go, mate.
Ashley Phillips is a very good footballing centre half. So old school. So the thing with Phillips is a unit, man. You look at Phillips and he's a giant of a man. He's a youngster, but he's a giant of a man. But he is a footballer. He can muck it, like he can get stuck in and all that because he's a big boy. But he's a footballer. He's a proper old school centre half where he can bring the ball out and he can play. And although he played in, I think Ashley Phillips is right-footed, but he's been playing on the left side of defence. You see what I mean?
Right.
So when he's playing for Tottenham in the pre-season, he was playing left side of defence, but he's right-footed. So, you know, he needs all these people, right? They need game time. They need game time to boost them up. So when they come back, they're sharper, they're fitter, they know more about the men's game. So that's why they're getting their minutes elsewhere. You want them to come back, and we want them to affect our first team. That's what we want. We want them to have a good season away wherever they're at, but to come and affect us. Yes, Phillips looks a good player. He did not look out of place at Plymouth last year, and he's not looked out of place at Stoke this year either. He's looked at home in the Championship playing. But then you've got players like Donnelly. Donnelly's gone to Leyton Orient. You've got Gunter who's gone to Orient as well. Divine's now. So not only does Vuskovic play at Westerlo, but Divine's now gone there. And Divine got given the number 10 shirt at Westerlo. He's been given the 10. So yeah, no small boots. He's not been given a squad number you've come in, you're a 38 or something like that, or a 39 number. He's been given a number 10. So it's going to give us reason to watch Westerlo. Double reason now because we want to watch Vuskovic and we're going to watch Divine. But you want
just
these players
looking through both of the lineups there for the South Korea one. Sak hasn't played yet.
Okay, he hasn't played yet. Okay, but he's been called. I know he's been called up.
He's been called up. Yeah.
Yeah. So who knows? He might come off the bench today, but I don't know how long it's left. Because someone commenting Australia are drawing 0-0 and they've only got 10 minutes left, and Australia lost their first group game 1-0 at home the other day. So yeah, it's kind of looking a bit odd for Australia this year in these qualifiers. But yeah, right, you're up to right because I've got to shoot and go work. But
yeah,
you've got 3 new subs.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
you very much, and thank you, Jose, for helping. Thank you.
Jose.
Yeah, so if you want to come over and see me, I'm over at El Tor Cockerel. These guys know because these guys have come in from my chat to come over. And what's happened because I put it in the group. Even after your show finishes, I'm hoping that you still get some more to sub over. Because, as I said,
hopefully
it's work time for everyone. A lot of the people at the moment. So the people here in England are on working at the moment. So hopefully you'll get some more subs out of it as well, gentlemen. All right.
Thanks for everything.
Keep doing what you're doing, boys. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got a show tonight by any chance?
No, I ain't got a show today. No.
Oh, okay. Cool.
No, I've not got one today.
Okay.
I did one yesterday. Because I run predictions and I run a online predictions competition and I run Fantasy Premier League as well.
Okay.
So I've got them 3 competitions running on my channel as well. So it was all about that yesterday. But no, I'm not doing anything today. Today's peace day for me. But no, thank you very much, gentlemen, and I wish you all the very best, guys. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Yeah.
Très bien. Au revoir.
Au revoir. See you later, boys. Take care.
See you later, neighbour.
Bye-bye.
See you, mate.
Nice.
That was nice. That was nice of him to join in.
I'm slow in the corner still.
No, you're not. You're going to come back to being...
Nobody wants to see that. That is the curtain shite. I feel like I'm in a little box here
But
by the window.
do you know what? It's funny because look, that's what I like. Football debates that we have our opinions and we talk it out. It's good.
Yeah,
It's nice.
football's great. Football should be bringing people together and not dividing us. There
Yeah.
should be dramas. Fans have the right to say what they want to say because that's what a fan is. That's football.
And
Don't
they
bring
support the
dramas,
club
no
the way that they
dramas,
want to
no
support.
nothing.
No,
Yeah,
and they
I
support
mean,
the club the way that they want to, and we support the club the way that we want to.
yeah.
And it's
So, coach,
nice.
can I just ask something if you're still here? How are you going to fit your 55 or nearly 60 players into a team this year when you can only play 26?
That's a good point. That is actually a good point. How are you going to do that if you are still here, coach?
You've got a few defenders you can chuck our way.
Yeah, be nice. Give us a bit of Ben Chilwell or something. Steady one.
Oh no, not Chilwell. He's too injury prone. With our medical staff, his career would be over before he walks in through the door. Our medical team couldn't keep a chocolate bar standing upright. Oh, I've got flu, Doc. I've got flu. Quick, let's go and give him an operation on his knee, just like they did the fucking Tom Hiddleston and screwed his career up.
Oi, imagine what they would have done with your injury, mate.
They would have amputated my leg, mate. I'd be fucking hopping around everywhere. That's why I've got a lot of time for Brighton, even though I'm a Tottenham supporter. So I've got a lot of time for them for what they did after my injury. So I'll always be thankful for it.
Yeah, but Tottenham would have just amputated your leg.
No, he's done. Throw him in the bin.
Yeah.
But it's just one of them things. It's football should be divided. It shouldn't be so much division and hatred towards other teams. I'm a football fan first. I support my team, but I've always been a football fan first.
Yeah.
Although I hate Arsenal because it's Arsenal and being Tottenham boy, I hate. But if they're playing good football, I'll say they're playing good football. Doesn't mean I'm a fan. I can just enjoy good football. But then we've got another pitiful England game to watch tonight.
Oh, I'm not watching it.
Lee Carsley, eh? Should he or should he not sing the national anthem? Come on.
Oh, you're putting me on the spot. Well,
right.
Do you know what?
One, he's
I
Irish.
think he should.
Two, with what the English did to the Irish, do you really think you'd want the guy to sing the national anthem from the country that's oppressed your country for a while? Nah.
Well,
Do I think politics should be left out of football?
Yes, definitely.
Football and politics don't mix. It's like wrestling and politics.
Yeah. Right.
You don't mix politics with things that help people escape their lives, Too much political crap in this world. Let's just get together and watch football.
Thanks, Jose.
Yeah,
much love, mate. Much love.
I'm teaching Theo to do. He's always doing this.
Hey, he'll get there in the end. Don't worry about that. He'll get there in the end. But yeah, thank you, Jose, mate.
Cheers,
Much
Jose.
appreciated,
Cheers for everyone that
mate.
came across as well. I mean,
Yeah,
Phil
thank you for
Coyes,
everyone else
thank
that
you as
came across
well.
as well.
Cheers, Coach. Cheers, AJ.
Yeah.
Thanks for everybody that's come in today.
Big up Phil as well. Big up Phil as well. Can't forget Phil and Spurs Beat. Bench and Connor's coach. And AJ, can't forget.
Maybe we should, I want to invest in a cheap waterproof camera so I can record myself playing in goal at nearly 40. And then I want to upload it and critique myself online. Could have done better there. The hand should have been quicker to the ball. He should have been out quicker. What's he doing?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always looking at what the goalkeeper's doing. I mean, the rest of the team could be up scoring a goal, but why is the goalkeeper just twatting about in his line? He's just pulled out a chocolate bar and having a drink on the line.
Oh, yeah. And his name goes by Corey.
Nah, it's not me, man.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I
think that's all we can really do for today, guys. So I don't know if there's anything else you want to add to it.
I can't think of nothing else either. I mean,
no, neither can I, really.
Putting on stupid voices for no reason.
No, we're not just gonna just keep a live going for no reason. But
All right,
unless anyone's got a
let's
comment
think
that
of
they wanted
Tottenham's
to put in.
player of the season. Then who's it going to be?
All right, yeah. All right, we'll end it off with this then, shall we?
I'm
Tottenham's player
predicting
of the
35
season.
games early. I am going to go with
All
Van der
right,
Ven. I'm going to go with Van der Ven.
much love, mate. Peace out, bro.
See you later, Spurs. I'm going Van der Ven for player of the season for us.
Do you know what? This is going to be a controversial one because even though I don't want too many kids in, and I do understand what Jose was saying about kids, I'm actually going to go for Lucas Bergvall to be our player of the season.
I've gone with obviously Van der Ven because he's rapid, gets in the way of things, mops up things quite nicely, and seems to be getting goals and assists. So from a centre defender, I mean, I really want to give it to Vicario being a goalkeeper, but do you really see many goalkeepers winning player of the season at their club? No. Us goalkeepers aren't in it for glory. Well, we are, but we don't ever get mentioned about.
No, but I think we end this up here now, don't you, Daz? And
yeah, we'll bring another show sometime in the week. Me and Ryan can sit back and
the next show will be actually, funny enough, straight after the North London derby. So,
I've got me football match.
yeah, but it's straight after the game's finished. We're going straight live.
I'll probably only be there for 20 minutes because I've got to get down the road.
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. All right, then, guys. We'll catch up with you later. Peace and love to everyone. Don't forget, you've always got your own opinion. So don't let anyone change your opinion unless there's a fact of it. But apart from that, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. And me and Corey will see you on Sunday. Peace!